The second question was the depression and suicide. What is the Christian perspective and response? So what I would say is that, of course, suicide is never something God desires from His children, or He doesn't desire from anyone. We are not allowed to take away our own life. I quoted this verse, John 10:10. Thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So the urge to kill others, homicide, or kill yourself, suicide, is from who? The devil, the thief. But Jesus has come to give us eternal, abundant life in abundance. So suicide is not God's will for anyone. But what to say? There are many people who are suffering from depressive symptoms and suicidal ideations and all. Of course, we need to be empathetic towards them, and we need to help them we need to be sensitive to the needs. And if at all we sense any people in that kind of a confusion or dilemma, even if they don't have any suicidal ideations, also if you feel that they are really depressed and all, it's always good to encourage them to help, take some professional help. If they themselves are not taking that help, you can inform their parents or other well-wishers who can take them for good help. And of course, sometimes actually people need medicine to tide over some crisis and all. Sometimes when they become sleepless and restless and all, of course, they need some medicines to calm their minds and to come out of that crisis. So we shouldn't be judgmental and say that because they are not God's children only, that's why because they are suffering. Nothing like that. Even God's children, as a Christian psychiatrist, many children of God have come to me for counseling and medicines and all. And God has His own ways to deal with them. Sometimes medicines are needed, and also the Christian response, the Christian perspective is that it is not God's will. So whatever in our realm that we can do, we have to do, and propagate awareness about against suicide. And if at all you see something, warning signs of suicide in your family members or friends or anything like that, you need to try and help them. Even if you are not able to help, you can tell some senior people who can probably guide you, or they themselves can connection with those persons and help them in whatever way they can. And the Christian response is to help them. And of course, God never wants His children or anyone to do that. And as Christians, we have that God can fill us with that compassion for those suffering people. And even our encouragement and our listening to them, our empathetic attitude, our non-judgmental attitude itself can bring in a lot of relief to many of the suffering people around us. To have a listening ear to people, to just to inquire how our friends are doing and everything. If you are a really loving, empathetic person, people in need, even if you are not a psychiatrist or anything, also they will come and ask your help and ask for your prayers. And also be a good disciple of the Lord. Be a witness of the Lord as a disciple whom Jesus loves, and people will be drawn to your life, and when they are in struggle, they will come to you, and you will be able to guide them. Sometimes even with your just listening to them itself will can solve their problems. Sometimes actually some professional help might be needed. In that case, you shouldn't hesitate.